So to do that 3-point best fit, or essentially a 2-point with the clocking, and be able to scale from like point 1 to point 2, one method they might want to consider is that we can easily do this in SA using the best fit dialog. It's just a matter of setting weights on your nominal points. And I'll illustrate that. So I'm going to just drag the instrument off to the side here. So we've got, I'm going to go ahead and turn on point label so we know what's what. So we want point 1 to be zeroed out. Point 2 in essence is going to be zeroed out as well because we're going to scale between point 1 and point 2. So this should be perfect to nominal. This point should be perfect to nominal. This point should be perfect for Z because we're going to clock in this particular example in the Z direction, but we don't really we're not really so concerned what X or Y is. It's going to be what it is. And I think to illustrate that too, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the report bar, and I'm going to create a group to group relationship so we can kind of see what's going on with these points. So I'm going to pick my nominal group and my measured group in here. So now I can come over here and take a look at this guy, and we can see that, you know, we're miles away right here. Get that out of the way. So we're not lined up. So I'm going to just simply do a best fit. So we'll do a locate, best fit, and I'm going to pick the nominal group, and I'm going to pick my measured group. Now, before I run this dialog, I'm going to also tell it we're going to scale, and I'm going to let point 1, I'm going to look at the weights, and I'm going to allow weights to hold in all 3 components. I'm going to do the same thing with point 2, which is, you know, the default setting. It's just point 3. I'm going to come in, I'm going to tell it I don't care where you are in X, I don't care where you are in Y, but I do want you to hold Z, which is basically going to set our clocking plane that direction. So we'll fit here to here and then clock onto this point to do our alignment. And so in order to go ahead and have this scale so this fits perfect, I'm going to just simply check the scale button, hit best fit, and here we can see our results. Perfect on point 1, perfect on point 2. Pretty dang close to X and Y, but we're really only holding Z. So when I apply transformation, I am now fit to the tool, I am scaled, and my point 1 and point 2 are always going to be zeroed out in X, Y, and Z. And then I'm also going to have my point 3 will always be zeroed out on Z, but not necessarily in X and Y. And that is a method that we have had in the software for quite a while now. So some of the things that we can do, you can actually store these points with the weighting turned off. We can also import points in with weighting. So you can take your nominal point set, give it the point name, its X coordinate, Y coordinate, Z coordinate, but then we can also set the weighting for X, the weighting for Y, and the weighting for Z. So you could simply import these in. If you had, you know, many points, you could do this over as well with weighting. So consider doing best fit with weighting to accomplish what they're doing with essentially what they're calling a 2-point alignment. Okay, hope that helps.